Good morning, I'm Gina Miller, Outreach Coordinator of the Oklahoma NSF EPSCoR program. Our Year 1 portfolio of outreach initiatives, which you see here, is designed to serve critical segments of the education to workforce pipeline, all the way from K-12 to higher education. Programming is implemented through our EPSCoR office and in collaboration with highly qualified STEM education partners across the state. At the foundation of our project is integration and collaboration. The initiatives highlighted in green all directly address our S3OK research theme. Additionally, our researchers are directly involved in our programming. Even with COVID's social distancing constraints, the team found ways to engage in outreach this year. Dr. Zhao's lab developed a citizen science video session for our Women in Science conference. And multiple researchers have incorporated the team's research into instructional curriculum. That includes Dr. Lambert, who uses the S3OK surveys in his primary data analysis graduate class. This summer, Dr. Harvey will be providing STEM programming at the Cameron University Engineering and Applied Math Academy for high school students, while Dr. Hubin will be running a synthetic chemistry experience for 80 middle school girls at the Sage STEAM Camp. Dr. Olafson is developing an instructional video in support of our OMN Library Affiliate Program. All of our team members are aware of the importance of researcher involvement and outreach, and we're really excited about the opportunities that they'll have to participate next year. Our initiative showed remarkable resilience and adaptability during the pandemic, with only one scheduled program being canceled. On subsequent slides, I'll be providing some data on the program outcomes. To help you better understand those numbers, I wanted to bring to your attention that the initiatives in the left column here, items 1 through 10, will be included in that data, while programming in the right column, items 11 through 18, will not be included. And that's because those programs occur or are occurring after the reporting deadline. So you'll see on these upcoming slides that while our existing data is quite good, the full picture is even better. The primary goal of our project's education and workforce development component is to address the state's workforce skills deficit, while also broadening participation in STEM by underrepresented groups. We want to pay special attention to women, underrepresented minorities, and first-generation college students. During our Year 1 reporting period, we reached over 12,000 Oklahomans from more than 50 of the state's 77 counties. 57% of those participants were women and 28% were underrepresented minorities. In support of our overall goal, we've identified the 5 key objectives that you see here, and they serve critical segments of the education to workforce pipeline. Fulfilling these objectives in Year 1, we provided STEM curriculum and training to more than 100 traditional and non-traditional educators across the state. We also reached more than 11,900 K-12 students and over 200 higher education faculty and students from primarily undergraduate and minority serving institutions. In all of these instances, we've been mindful of trying to reach rural counties with a high percentage of low income and low college bound households. We've also laid the foundation of our citizen science network by recruiting Oklahomans to provide landscape imagery to support the project's research team. By the end of this year, more than 500 Oklahomans will have been invited to participate. The picture that you see here in the right-hand corner was taken at our Year 1 Tinkerfest event, which was moved from the original location of Science Museum, Oklahoma, to 8 public parks across the Oklahoma City metro area, and that was in response to COVID. By moving the event to the outdoor locations, social distancing and increased ventilation were supported. And that allowed more than 1,200 children and adults to participate in interactive STEM activities within their local communities during this challenging time. So even with the adjustments and detours caused by the pandemic, we have been successfully addressing our Year 1 goals and objectives and providing STEM opportunities to Oklahomans. So this is the homepage of our February 2021 Virtual Women in Science Conference. And the event is designed to show students that STEM careers are exciting, attainable, and rewarding. And I wanted to briefly highlight this program for you because it serves as a really good example of some of the unanticipated positive outcomes that have resulted from our pandemic modifications. The Women in Science Conference is a hugely popular annual event that we usually have to cap at 1,500 students each year due to capacity limits. And that registration always fills within about a day. However, due to the virtual aspect of our 2021 conference, we were able to double that attendance. We reached more than 3,000 students from 11 US states and 2 other countries. More than 3,000 students participated in the live event. And the site continues to be accessible today, so those participation numbers just continue to grow. For this year's virtual event, we hand-delivered STEM kits for 1,500 students to 50 schools across the state. And then those additional 1,500 students also participated alongside those students. Teachers' Lounge sessions included broad support for educators. They learned new STEM activities to implement in their classrooms, and they also received guidance from a mental health trainer regarding the challenges of teaching virtually this year. The expanded reach that we experienced at our Women in Science conference was also seen in other programs this year, and we've been excited about the longevity, the continued access to the material that our patrons have due to the virtual component of the activities. Finally, I'd like to close with some upcoming opportunities for researchers. A research retreat is planned for fall 2021. You'll be hearing more about that. And RFPs are also anticipated this fall for both the REU program, which is open to any researcher in the state, and the Intense Laboratory Experiences for Undergrads program, which is limited to our S3OK team. Please be watching your inboxes for more information about these programs, and we also have other opportunities that are in the works, so please just be watching. Visit our website when you have time. I barely skimmed the surface of our portfolio. We're really proud of our initiatives, and if you have time, visit the website to learn more. And don't hesitate to contact me with any questions or input that you may have. I'd love to visit with you. Thanks so very much for your time.